Hi, I'm Rebecca. I go by Rating Trees on YouTube. Sorry about any background noise. My dad's on a business call. I would be honored to have the opportunity to help bring awareness to ADHD as well as how it affects people with comorbid disorders because I'm actually diagnosed with I'm diagnosed with Tourette's and OCD as well, and they often come together in a combination of the three or as the trio, and I got the golden trio, holy trinity of mental illness. Okay, so how has ADHD affected your life most? I would say I'm kind of torn between constantly forgetting things all throughout childhood. I would do my homework and then forget to turn it in, and once I got to like preteen age, between like 10 and 13, my dad would be like, sorry, my brain just stopped, ADHD, oh, but my dad would be like, it's okay, you don't have to lie, like, are you really forgetting? And I would have to be like, crying, like, no, I'm really forgetting, I'm sorry. And so that's one thing that stands out, but also that it doesn't affect my life as drastically, even though it was really upsetting as a kid. Now what affects my life more is, not being able to get things done, not being able to commit to goals. It just kind of gets in the way of me achieving my goals as a young woman. Can you recall an ADHD related moment that stands out to you? I mean, it happens to me constantly, and it happened to me just now, but I went on a podcast recently and I was really excited, so I was like really like animated and and I forgot to warn the guy that I had ADHD, and so I got so excited that my brain just like tripped over itself and froze and like turned off for a second, and I had to be like, hey, sorry, that's probably gonna happen again during this podcast, ADHD, but luckily he was really gracious about it. But yeah, that happens to me like several times a day, so I'm always really stoked when it happens to someone else because it makes me feel like, oh, that's right, other people forget what they're saying too. It just happens to me more. Were you ever diagnosed, and how has your life changed since then? I wasn't diagnosed. I slipped through the cracks because I was a smart kid, and people always just said, you have so much potential, you just need to work harder. And no one ever bothered to like send me to the counselor and be like, hey, I wonder if this chick has ADHD. Like, all these kids get like prescribed medication so young, get diagnosed so young, and I don't know. I just slipped through the cracks because I went to a bad school, I guess. When I was like in my mid-teens, we did some research, me and my dad ourselves, and we learned that I had every single symptom of childhood ADHD, and then as an adult, I have pretty much every single symptom as well, except I don't have the hyperactivity as much. It more affects my mental penis and vagina, penis, vagina, and penis. That's not how it works. Sorry. What is the biggest misconception about people with ADHD? That we just need to like run around and like do stuff. That we need to just be like running around hyper. Yeah, that actually is a symptom of ADHD, but that's not necessarily how it is. It's more restlessness tied to a lack of focus for anything, that doesn't like super keep our interest. Yeah. So thanks. Hope to hear from ya. No, it's not likely, but would love it. Penis. Okay, thriving. Goodbye.